Hi guys, so after a year-long wait, Deltarune has been updated, adding the new Chapter 5 into the game. So now I will rank every chapter in Deltarune so far. This video contains spoilers for Deltarune Chapter 5, so watch at your own risk. In case you didn't know, my opinion is subjective, and yours can be different, so please don't attack me in the comments. In last place, unsurprisingly, we have Deltarune Chapter 1. Now this chapter, as I have stated before, is not bad at all. It's just short. And this is expected as it's the first chapter, and if it was longer it would just drag on. As every chapter progresses, so does the gameplay. This chapter's gameplay is by no means bad, but it's just not as good as the others. Susie and Ralsei can't even act. This chapter has quite a lot of positives. To start, its soundtrack is amazing, and you can argue that it's the best in the series. The points I stated in my previous video still stands. This chapter of Deltarune confuses you right away with the vessel creator and hometown. The dark world is also pretty fun, with Lancer being funny and King being intimidating. In third place we have Chapter 3. Now if you watched my previous video you will know that I had placed this chapter in first place, and I even made a whole video about it, but my opinions have changed quite a bit. I have realized that I was very biased towards Chapter 3, but now I have looked past my bias, and I have realized how disappointing it was. Chapter 3 was built up to be some really intense chapter, with everyone thinking Mike would be the villain. A TV. This chapter is really empty, with its whole dark world being like 8 rooms. This is because all the gameplay in the chapter is through the boards, and these boards drag on. In my opinion, we should have got different sections of the chapter being TV themes like comedy, Wild West, horror, stuff like that. But no, what we got was the green room and TV world, which is the worst final area in all of the chapters. The best part of the chapter is the roaring night and the physical challenges, which is saying quite a lot about this chapter's gameplay, with only one boss, and the 2 fun challenges being the concert and the cooking show. The roaring night fight is amazing, and in my opinion the best secret boss, but that's all the stuff in Deltarune Chapter 3 I like. The villain Tenna is actually great and pretty funny, and I like his design quite a bit. In third place we have Chapter 2. Now I have realized how good this chapter is, and I have replayed it. Queen is arguably the best villain out of all the chapters apart from the Knight, as Queen is really funny. Many characters who were put to the sidelines in Chapter 1 get more focus, such as Noelle and Birdley, with Noelle becoming a party member for a bit. This chapter is basically a longer funny Chapter 1, and I like it. The secret boss Bampton. Neo is pretty good, but I think he's too easy. But I like the yellow soul. I like how Queen has to fight one similar to normal Deltarune gameplay, and one that's more gimmicky. In second place I have decided to place Chapter 4 here. Now this and number 1 were basically really close, but I have decided to put Chapter 4 second in this list. This is because I just prefer Chapter 5 in some parts. To start, this chapter is really long, with it having 3 dark worlds and a long light world section. This is good, but it can drag on. The villain for the chapter is just the Knight, and that's a big letdown, as every other chapter has their own villain, but Chapter 4 does not. The final boss of the chapter is the best in visuals and setup. The build of climbing up the Titan and fighting its spawn is really intense, and it makes you feel like if you don't stop the Titan then the world will end. The Titan fight itself is pretty intense, with the Titan's battle theme helping build tension, even though the fight itself is pretty boring. The chapter itself is pretty fun, It doesn't have too many gimmicks like Chapter 3 or too little like Chapter 2, but the gimmicks we get are pretty fun, such as the piano and climbing. The secret boss Jerson is great, and it's my fourth favorite out of them all. The Light World section is also really cool, with Chris beating us up with a hockey stick. Overall, Chapter 4 is my second favorite, because it is graphically appealing, has fun gimmicks like climbing, good bosses like Jerson, and a really good Light World segment. In first place we have Chapter 5. Now this chapter is the most recent, and my favorite. In my opinion, it does loads of the good stuff that Chapter 4 does, but better, such as the graphics. Chapter 5's visuals are amazing, with the cliffs, the castle, and the shrine all looking beautiful. The chapter's areas are all really fun. The Garden of Hopes and Dreams are great, and a good callback to Chapter 1, with Ralsei even losing his hat. The cliffs are mainly focused on my favorite Deltarune gimmick, the feather. This gimmick is really fun, and I would be fine if the whole chapter consisted of only feather gameplay. I can now imagine loads of Deltarune bosses being played with the feather. I think this chapter's pacing is amazing, with it taking the perfect amount of time to complete. The final boss Flowery is by far my favorite final boss, and I love the orange soul. The secret boss Pink is one of contenders for the funnest secret boss.